Ro Montagna and Zak Lansing joining me. You two guys are going to be squaring off Power Slap number 13 on the early prelims come June 27th. Zak, I'm going to start with you. How excited are you to finally get your opportunity up there in Power Slap?
I mean, I'm pretty excited. This is everything I've been asking for, and I'm happy that it's at Power Slap 13 with such a giant card. We got the super heavyweight title up for grabs too on the same card, which I'm pretty hyped about that. So, yeah.
Awesome. I mean, you were part of the first training camp. Ro, you were part of the second training camp, and you're part of this wrestling contingent from Sid and Bodie coming into Power Slap. How excited are you to go from the ring to the actual table itself?
I'm honestly pretty excited to kind of do this and kind of combine everything with pro wrestling and now doing the UFC Power Slap. It's just really exciting to do it. It's going to be a whole different level, but it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Ro, you're giving up 100 pounds to Zak. Does that worry you whatsoever?
It's kind of a strange thing, where when it comes to wrestling, you want to get more of the athletic and aesthetic portion to it, so I try to cut, but now coming into Power Slap and I see my weight, it's like, okay, now I got to bulk up a little bit of 100-pound difference, but with all the mass that I have in the right places, I think I'll be okay. I'm pretty sure.
Zak, what do you want to say about that? You're coming in 100 pounds heavier. Do you think that's going to translate to success?
I mean, I'm trying to come in at about 385 to 390, but I mean, the weight isn't what makes me special because there's plenty of big guys in the division. I think it's my flexibility and my range of movement. Being able to move the way I can. I can almost look behind me, just doing anything like an owl. So just excited to get that with the size. So yeah.
Awesome. I mean, both of you guys right now, kind of unknown in Power Slap. There's not obviously a lot of tape out there unless you guys have been putting training footage out there of you guys slapping on social and you guys are watching each other's. Zak, talk to me about how do you prepare for a guy like Ro who has experience competing in front of, audiences with the crowds, the lights, the camera. How do you prepare to not let that moment be too big for you?
Well, I mean, all that is that it's a competition down deep, right? There's gonna be no audience there, so we're not gonna be competing in front of it except, a couple people, our friends, family, a couple other people, I mean, I'm training hard for a slap. I'm not training hard to look good in front of a camera at the end of the day. So that's kind of my thought with it. If I was gonna do this in front of a packed house, yeah, maybe I'd be a little bit about it, but it's just gonna be man against man at this point.
Bro, do you think it's any different? Does that camera, does having Dana White and his friends there in the audience, do you think that's going to play into the factor at all? And someone like you who has experience being able to rise above it?
No matter what, if I'm like even wrestling in front of 5 people or about 3,000 people, it's no difference on it. I'm excited and just ready to go at it. So I don't think the capacity is gonna have a big difference on it. I've been trained to fight, been trained to slap, been training with a Bob, been training with my brothers on how to slap. So I think it wouldn't make a difference at all.
Awesome. Ro, what are you doing right now to train and prepare to take on Zak?
I got myself a Bob, man. So I'm just slapping. I'm slapping it every morning and after work. And then just different movements. I'm really working on my footwork. Just kind of like how Zak was talking about. I've seen some clips. We have pretty good mobility each other. We can reach back. He's pretty athletic for his big size. So it's just I got my little handprints and I got my Bob and I'm just moving, making sure my footwork is just all in the right places when I connect on the slap.
Zak, how about yourself? What are you doing to prepare?
Doing a lot of balance stuff, a lot of core stuff, a lot of stuff focusing on my hamstrings, my glutes, a lot of stability things. One of my friends that's helping me a lot with this with my boxing coach. I've been practicing a lot with him, and I think looking at Brew, I think they're about the same size and the same height. So I think that works out pretty nice for me. So I, doing a lot of training with that, like a lot of balance, a lot of weird stuff that my coach didn't want me posting, like the stuff I posted on the board. My coach got really mad about that. So just a lot of weird stability stuff to make my core stronger, make my glutes ready to fire.
Gotcha. Zak, let Ro know what he can expect come June 27th.
I mean, you can expect a big man ready for blood. I want a good match, man. That's all I want. I want to put on a good show. I want to bleed, and I want you to bleed. I want nothing but fire.
Ro, you want to rebut to that? And what can Zach expect from you?
I think Zach and I are expecting the same thing, man. I'm used to getting hit with chairs and tables, so getting slapped, I think a little bit of blood is just what's going to make the money on it. Regardless where we're at in the card, I'm looking at this as a big money fight. So we're gonna be two hosses running at each other and slapping the shit out of each other. So it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it's me a question to both of you guys. The fight will be released. It's to be taped to be released at a later time. Why should the fans of Slap News tune in and watch this fight?
Because we're super heavyweight. We're the division everybody wants to see. They want to see big guys hitting each other. Simple. It's tale as old as time. This is some caveman stuff going on, you know. Watch two big guys clock each other to see who's the last man standing.
Ro, you had anything?
I think a lot of fans should watch this match. You have a very different dynamic. You got a powerhouse like Zach, and then you got a pro wrestler like me. Very different dynamic going into Power Slap, and I think that right there just attracts attention. It's like, can this pro wrestler change his athletic and mannerism into an actual Power Slap, and can Zach, a powerhouse, be a pro wrestler? It's two different worlds colliding in a sense.
Mm-hmm. You're saying Zach's coming as a powerhouse. What is going to be your kind of strategic edge or style that you think you kind of bring into this? Is it toughness? Is it grit? Is it determination? What is it?
I think it's more of the grit. I've trained out I'm here in Vegas, so I train out in the sun, I train outside. So no matter what, I'm not getting knocked out. I train my neck really hard. So I think the grit of not giving up no matter what, I think that's what's going to put me on top.
Awesome. I'm going to ask both of you here, your first time making your debut, getting into this match. But I'll start with you, Ro. If you want to give, or what would you say to Erica, Frank, Dana for giving you this opportunity?
I just want to say big thanks, because I'm representing more than just myself. I'm representing the pro wrestlers. I'm representing the culture of the Hispanic culture. I just want to say big thank you for putting me on this platform and letting me represent. I'm not trying to just hold the belt. I'm trying to hold championships. So I just want to say thank you for letting me represent.
Awesome. Zach, how about yourself?
Erica, at the end of the day, let's just make some big money together. I'm here for some fun. I'm here for sport. I'm here for violence.
Awesome. I'll ask you one last one each. We'll start with Zach. What's your prediction in this match? How does it end?
I'm not a big hypothetical guy, so I'm not gonna sit there and go say, "Oh, first round KO, like a goofball." But I definitely think I'm gonna win. No disrespect to him. I got nothing. This is just business. Maybe we can go grab a drink after. No disrespect to him, but I definitely think I'm gonna win.
Bro, how about you? How's it gonna end?
We have the big same mentality, man. We're just gonna go at it. When it comes on top, it's gonna be a fair fight. I give Zach that. Maybe we can share beer afterwards, but I think the pro wrestler Romo Thine is gonna come on top for that.
Is it safe to say this one isn't going to a decision?
Yeah. Let's get going. Let's get active. Let's swing at each other.
You can go rounds. So,
Yep.
last man standing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, guys. I appreciate both of you joining me, getting this in, getting it done. Look forward to seeing you both there. Travel safe, prep safe, don't get injured leading into it, and look forward to seeing you there as part of all the fight week leading into it. Make sure you guys come out to the Slap News tailgate party at Stadium Swim, and we look forward to seeing your beautiful faces. Take care and train hard.
Till then, see you guys.
Thank you.